A terminally ill 12-year-old girl's family works tirelessly to fulfill her final wish. Their efforts pay off when they successfully reach out to her idol, Keanu Reeves. In a touching moment, the actor embraces the young fan in her hospital room, granting her heartfelt desire. The backstory behind her wish is deeply moving. Kim Carter, a vibrant 12-year-old, faced a life-altering diagnosis of aggressive leukemia after experiencing persistent fatigue and bone pain. Her parents, Annabelle and Mark, were devastated, but Kim approached her illness with remarkable courage. Throughout months of grueling treatment, Kim found unexpected inspiration in actor Keanu Reeves. His resilience in the face of personal tragedies and his kind demeanor resonated deeply with her. Keanu's films, particularly The Matrix and John Wick, became a source of comfort during long hospital stays. As Kim's condition worsened and treatment efficacy declined, she maintained her spirit. Even when faced with the grim prognosis of her spreading leukemia, Kim's bravery shone through. Rather than despair, she focused on comforting her family and cherishing their shared memories. Kim's journey illustrates the power of finding strength in unexpected places and the profound impact of maintaining hope in the face of overwhelming adversity. Kim's final wish was simple yet profound: to meet Keanu Reeves, whose resilience had inspired her throughout her illness. Her mother, Annabelle, determined to fulfill this wish, launched a widespread effort to reach the actor through social media and personal connections. One day, Keanu stumbled upon Kim's viral story in an email from his publicist. He was deeply moved by the account of the 12-year-old's battle with leukemia and how she had found strength in his films and public persona. Kim's resilience in the face of terminal illness, mirroring Keanu's own experiences with loss and grief, struck a chord with the actor. Without hesitation, Keanu reached out to his team to arrange a meeting with Kim. His focus was solely on bringing joy to the brave girl who had found hope in his work, approaching the situation with his characteristic empathy and desire for privacy. This rewrite condenses the narrative while preserving the key elements: Kim's wish, Keanu's discovery of her story, his emotional connection to it, and his immediate decision to fulfill her wish. It maintains the essence of Keanu's character and motivations without delving into excessive detail. When Annabelle received confirmation of Keanu Reeves's visit, she was stunned. Kim's reaction was pure joy, momentarily overshadowing her illness. On the day of the visit, anticipation filled the air. Keanu arrived quietly, prioritizing privacy over publicity. As he entered Kim's room, the atmosphere shifted. "Hi, Kim," he said softly. "It's so nice to meet you." Approaching her bedside, Keanu gently took Kim's hand. "You came," she whispered, her eyes brimming with tears of happiness. "Of course I did," he replied warmly. Their conversation flowed naturally. Kim shared her love for his movies and how they had helped her through difficult times. Keanu, visibly moved, expressed admiration for her strength. They discussed Kim's passion for animals and her dream of becoming a veterinarian. Throughout their interaction, Keanu's genuine empathy shone through. Despite Kim's frail appearance, her spirit remained vibrant, deeply touching the actor. This moment transcended celebrity. It was a profound human connection between two individuals who had faced life's challenges with remarkable resilience. At one point, Annabelle quietly stepped out of the room to give them some privacy. It was hard for her to leave, but she understood how important this moment was for her daughter. From the hallway, she watched as Keanu continued to talk with Kim. Even from a distance, the warmth in his voice was unmistakable. Back in the room, Keanu asked Kim about her favorite movie of his. "The Matrix," she replied without hesitation. "I love how Neo never gives up, even when everything seems stacked against him." She paused, reflecting. "That's how I've felt sometimes, like everything is against me." Keanu nodded thoughtfully. "You know," he said gently, "the thing about Neo is that he doesn't just fight for himself. He fights for the people he loves. His strength comes from that. And I see that in you, Kim. You're strong because you love your family and they love you." Kim looked down, her eyes filling with tears once more. I just didn't want to leave them too soon," she whispered. Keanu reached out, touching her arm gently. "You've given them more than you realize," he said softly. "Your strength, your courage, they'll carry that with them forever. You'll always be in their hearts." The room grew quiet as Kim absorbed his words. There was something about Keanu's calm, compassionate presence that brought her a sense of peace. After so much fear and uncertainty, in this moment, she felt safe. The soft beeping of the machines was the only sound. Annabelle stood in the hallway, clutching a tissue, knowing that this visit from Keanu would likely be one of the last happy moments her daughter would experience. Nurses hovered respectfully in the background, moved by the scene unfolding before them. No one dared to speak, careful not to disturb the fragile serenity that had settled over the room. Keanu knelt beside Kim's bed as their conversation came to a natural close. There was only one thing left to do. Slowly, he leaned forward. Kim, with her frail arms, wrapped them around him as best she could. In that single embrace, a flood of emotion passed between them. Keanu held her close, gentle yet strong, ensuring she felt the warmth and support in his touch. Kim closed her eyes, resting her head on his shoulder. For the first time in days, she looked at peace. This wasn't just any hug. It was from someone she had admired, someone who had unknowingly helped her through the hardest times of her life. For Annabelle, it was more than she could have ever hoped for. Her heart ached with sadness, but also swelled with gratitude as she wiped away her tears. Keanu leaned in and whispered something to Kim, too quiet for anyone else to hear. Whatever he said brought a small smile to her lips, and her hold on him tightened just a little. Her body may have been weak, but in that moment, her spirit was strong. After facing so much pain, she had found peace in that final embrace. Keanu leaned back just slightly, just enough to meet her eyes. Kim opened hers, and their gazes met with an unspoken understanding that transcended words. Everyone in the room could sense it. That hug was more than a simple gesture of comfort. It held deep significance. It symbolized everything Kim had been fighting for. She had longed for this moment, to meet the man who had unknowingly been a source of strength throughout her journey. And now, in his embrace, she could finally release the fears and worries that had weighed her down for so long. After Keanu left, the room settled into a peaceful stillness as Kim lay quietly in her hospital bed. Annabelle sat beside her, gently holding her hand. Her heart ached with the awareness that time was slipping away, but a strange sense of tranquility filled the space. Kim's final wish had come true, and it meant more than anyone could have anticipated. For months, Kim had held on to the hope of meeting Keanu Reeves, but her wish went beyond mere admiration for a famous actor. It wasn't just about being a fan of his films. To Kim, Keanu embodied something much deeper, a quiet resilience and a deep understanding of life's struggles. She had felt a connection to him ever since learning about his personal story. When Kim first shared her wish to meet Keanu, her mother didn't fully comprehend its significance. But after witnessing the peace in her daughter's eyes during their time together, Annabelle understood. It wasn't about meeting a celebrity. It was about finding a soul who had endured pain and loss and still carried compassion in his heart. In her final days, Kim sought that connection, to feel less alone in her suffering. She had often wondered what would happen after she passed, asking her mother if she would still be remembered, if her presence would linger. Keanu's visit and his words about love and loss gave her the answers she had been searching for. "The people we love never really leave us," Keanu had told her during their talk. "They remain with us in our actions, in the love we continue to share." Those words stayed with Kim long after the visit ended. She had found the peace she needed, the comfort of knowing she wouldn't be forgotten, and that her love and spirit would live on in the hearts of those who knew her. Keanu's kindness had given Kim something far more valuable than the thrill of meeting a famous figure. It wasn't just about the excitement, it was the validation of her feelings about life and death. In his words, she found the strength to let go, reassured that love endures beyond life's end. This was why meeting Keanu had been her final wish. It wasn't for the sake of meeting a celebrity, but to connect with someone who truly understood her journey. After Kim's passing, Keanu remained quietly introspective about their time together. Though he wasn't one to share personal moments publicly, those close to him noticed a subtle change. The meeting had left a lasting impact. He later confided to friends how deeply Kim had touched his heart. Her wish wasn't about fame or the movies. It was about finding a genuine connection through shared understanding. The hug he gave Kim wasn't just a comforting gesture. It was an expression of the empathy and compassion he felt for a young girl whose bravery had moved him deeply. For Kim's family, the memory of Keanu's visit became a lasting source of solace. His kindness brought her peace in her final moments. Do you have a story of someone special who brought comfort in a time of loss? Share it with us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. That's it for now. See you in the next video.